So this is how you would go ahead filling out the class ABC sheet. Student name would be up here. If you're starting an observation, assuming that you're not doing the entire day, then you would go ahead and you would put in your start time. So let's say in this case it was 9 a.m. And then each column is where you would record one behavioral incident. So let's say today's 5/4 and it is 1:16 p.m. and it's me who's doing it. And all of a sudden, I see that the student is having a behavior. So I'm going to go ahead and put down aggression, mark down tantrum, the location where this was occurring. So it was happening in the special ed classroom. At that time, we were transitioning to get ready to go out to recess. Then I'm going to go to the immediate antecedent, in other words, what happened just before. And in any of these, it's possible that it could be more than one thing. So in this case, I'm going to say that they were given an instruction or prompt. They were told it's time to go outside, and things were pretty loud and noisy at the same time as well. And after they had the aggression and tantrum, they were given verbal reprimands saying, cut it out, don't do that. And then they were removed from the area or setting because of their behavior. After that consequence, did the behavior stop? Yes, no, within 30 seconds. So in this case, it did not stop. It continued to go on out in the hallway. The definitions for the behaviors are located over here. So if you're not sure, does it fall underneath one of those? You would go ahead and do that. Here you can write any additional comments you might want to. And then the next time a behavior occurs, you're going to go through and do the same thing. So let's say everything is resolved. You make it outside for recess. So it's still May 4th, but now it is 1:30 p.m. We're outside at recess, and they tried to escape from the playground. And that would be then outside. So the location would be outside on playground, free unsupervised play. There was no direct attention from the adults. It was still loud and noisy. And then when they tried to escape, they were redirected to something else. And yeah, that was pretty much kind of it. There was a verbal reprimand related to the problem behavior as well. This did stop the behavior. At the end of the time that you're observing, so let's say 1:45 was the end of the time that you recorded on this data sheet, you would just put that in. And then the next day, you would start out and put in the new date. The main pieces to remember are each column counts for one behavioral incident. During one behavioral incident, there could be multiple behaviors that occur. It could be multiple locations. If something has a duration of more than 30 seconds, so the first instance I described, maybe this was something that took 5 total minutes. You're going to write down how long it took. And then you're going to just keep doing this until you're done with the form.